Na 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 na. Sad. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now what's it gonna be? Saga pretend. What's it gonna be? My friend. How many times don't let go? I lost control. Let it go. So what's it gonna be? Guess I can pretend. What's it gonna be? My friend, I'm trying to let go, let go. And I know I lose control. Yo, what up, Rodriguez? Rodrigo. What I'll call you Rodriguez. I like that name, you know. Rodriguez. You like that? Me calling you Rodriguez, Sormani. Call you Rodriguez. Angelica. You know, Angelica, you remind me of a girl I had a crush on. Like in my when I was in high school, she had like really pretty eyes. I like the eyes, you know. She had those like pretty unique eyes, you know. They were so unique, different. So right now I'm actually here for the people that wanna join me on the Zoom call. You know, I'll be teaching to my students how to how to sing like me, how to rap like me. You know, I'll be teaching them how to do it, how to make sure that they get to themselves in a zone where like the way I do stuff, you know, because I know me, like, and now I'm gonna give you the preview. This is the preview. So the if you're online right now, that means I'm giving you a chance of what I'm giving you a little bit of a sneak peek of what's gonna happen on that day. So what's gonna happen is that maybe first I'm gonna listen to how they sound like first before I give them the vocal lessons and see how if they can freestyle. You know, I can freestyle about anything. Like me, I can freestyle about anything. Like listen to this freestyle. You know, see what I'm right now. I'm just surrounded by life. You know, so I can speak about life. You know, life in existence. Luna Wednesday business with soul within playing me, slow, so immaculate, soul being impeccable, so what channel. Now, 15 blisters. And I be going to the one couple wheel with his heat us, we up, G, like people live through like a man that I'm going up, looking like I'm Justin Bieber. Look, no, we flowing it. Different type of spaces, so I'm boiling it. Just in now I'm paying the tip, that's the sound blowing it. This is some people that owe the star saying it. I'm saying what it is, one soul lucky that can figure out. Just to get explosive, just to get erosion, just to get you gonna be. Cause I can pretend. So what you gonna be? My affair. So me tired and don't let go. Let go. So my mind you lose control. Let go. Now what you gonna be? I can pretend. Something like that, And I'm just telling them more, and I'm the whole time, and I'm giving them rap lessons. And so let me just freestyle about, no, I'm gonna freestyle about this. Okay, I'm seeing the plan right now, seeing them tell thing, seeing them doing that thing right now, seeing the plan, doing that thing, up on top of a thing. Showing up and ain't giving a dime, doing it what you think. See something like that, just that's so easy, It's just so easy. It's just that easy to me, So what I'm trying to say is that it costs you nothing to do it. Just have to tune in and just get on the Zoom call. You can if you want to talk to me, just talk to me on and then so that you can be on the spot so that you can know when when the Zoom call happens. It happens on the 14th of February. So all you gotta do is email me on my account at JADDEY 61. So it's JD61 at gmail.com. If you don't know it, you can check out if you can check out in my description. I'll put it on my description, so that you can know of where to pull up to. So don't worry about it. I got you. I got you. I got whatever it is that you just wondering, just like wondering for. It's just no spaggling, flow so immaculate. Song money channel that's dialing song the long channels. You know, just just so impetuous. It's just so maintenance. It's just so fucking. You can just think about it. It's just something that you gotta know. Like it's just like, bro. You gotta tell you things, bro. Like now I'm about to wake you. I'm about to really wake you up. You know, nowadays, you know, I've been facing a lot of dilemmas. Yeah, I've been going to, yeah, I'm back on that weed again. You know, I stopped doing weed for a while. I'm doing weed again, but now I've gotten to the point where I stopped. Because the reason why I got back to smoking weed was because I didn't have no time to do videos anymore. You know, once I got every time I had to do a video, my mother has a problem. Like she's always just messing up with like the whole thing, and then it just ruins my mood. And then now I had a talk with her. You know, at some point, God is gonna give you a chance so that to see, to give you a choice whether you want your dreams or you want your bad habits. And then once you go to your bad habits, they lead you to bad choices. They say you don't do bad choices now, but you will eventually. So what I'm saying now is that I chose my music side. I chose the musical side. So, and then this musical side is taking me to a path where I like, where I got new students now. They even asking me for, you know, they even call me master, bro. Like, they even call me master. Like, I don't even see myself as a master, but I just, if that person sees me as a master, bro, I'm just a, I'm just a, yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, ma, MB, yeah, MB, yeah. Okay, that was weird. So, as I was saying, that I'm in a point where I have to choose between doing good or bad, you know. But I always choose the good side, you know. But then the bad side, cause it's like a yin and yang, you know. The bad side keeps pulling you back, keep, pull, keep pulling you backwards, you know. It's like yin and yang. That yin will never leave that yang, because the reason why is because it's part of your inner peace, but you don't understand it, you know. It's part of your inner knowing. It's not about externally validation, you know. It's about something that's internal. Like if you feel that you want to take this route, you know, which in other people's eyes is not the right route. So you gotta choose a route where you just gotta figure out that, you know, that's it's a right route for you, you know. But for now, this is what I'm taking. I'm taking the musical side because that's what I'm forced to do, you know. It's not, no, I'm not saying, bro, like I want to leave weed like completely, you know. I'm not saying that. I'm leaving weed for now, you know, just so that I can get back on my feet, you know, get on my feet, you know, so that I can be at the place where I have my own house, I have my own things, and then relying on my own self, and then if maybe, but I'm not counting on it, you know, if I get a girlfriend or a wife, but I'm not counting on, I'm not counting on Jaddey right now, you know. But that's something probably in the future. That's something if it happens, you know, that's something I'm not thinking about right now, you know. Because right now I'm just focusing on just getting on this money, you know, getting on this thing, bro. Like the time I thought about having a girl, that time is past, you know. I had a crush and she was in a Gracie prom. She caught me out. She took another dude instead, you know. That part really hurt, bro. It hurt the most, you know. You know. But there's nothing I can do about it, you know. That's why, and I'm not the type of dude that will hide it, you know. I will never hide something I really feel, you know, because I felt something for that girl, bro. You know, I felt it like I didn't understand when I was what I was feeling in that moment, but now I do. Like I was just so, you know, I was feeling like to a point where just nobody would. I feel like there would nobody would ever put their hands on her at that point. Like I was madly in love with her. I was so madly in love with her, bro. Like I even made a music video about her where I was just singing to her. So it's showing that how much I really care about her. You know, if you guys know Juliana Gracie Brown, you can. Yo, what up, John? Yeah, yeah, I remember you. But you got your last name is like Barner. You remind me of a doctor that I met up recently when I go get my pills, for for my medical issues, you know. So I'm sure some of y'all know what's going on, man. So I can't elaborate right now. I'm talking to my D fans, the ones my day ones, my day one fans. You know, as I'm saying, man. Like when this love I have with you, Wasted Brown, but it was something not normal, bro. Like I never felt so connected to somebody. You know, have you ever felt this feeling like you just feel like you just so connected to somebody, like that it's like you can hear their thoughts. It's like you can hear, you understand the way they think. You understand, you understand who they are without even meeting them. You like you already know. Just you just feel the passion within them. You just feel so real. Like you can almost touch the air of how thick it is, man. Like you know, the reason, like the reason why I like this girl, bro, is not because like she's the most prettiest girl in the world. Like she's not like like I think to me the pretty girls in the world like Selena Gomez, Kim Kardashian, um, and Gigi Hadid, and who else? There could be more, you know. But and Kylie Jenner. Wow, how can I forget? How can I forget Kylie? Kylie, I like Kylie. Kylie's number one on that list. Kylie's number one on that list for me. That's what I think. You know, like you know, there's so many pretty girls out there, but I never cared about them. Like I never felt that spark with them. Like they were pretty, right? They were so pretty. Like I even met like even girls. I even met like girls who were attracted to me for me. You know, but they wouldn't. They wanted. I wasn't attracted to them. You know, but I was attracted to Jules, and she wasn't having it with me. You know, it just didn't make sense, bro. Like I was like comparing the levels. Like I was like, okay, this makes sense, right? I mean, this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. How can this pretty girl, right? That's even harder than shoes. Like in different. I'm talking about physicality. I'm not talking about views. I don't care about numbers and stuff. I'm talking about the face, the body, the shapes, the whatever. Bro, I've dated like girls who are like so like I've dated white girls. I did like the hottest girl in school. Like I dated the pretty girl in school. I dated the bad girl. I've been through all of that. The good girl. I know I know how to get around it. I know how to maneuver around it. But she just I don't know what's different with her. Like it just never made sense. Like at all. It just never really cut it. You know. And I'm just saying right now, it's just even right now it still doesn't make sense. I'm trying to make sense of this. Like I'm just wondering, like, and I know it's not me. I'm not the problem. I know I'm not the problem. I never blame me, bro. I will never blame me because my face, you know, my looks, everything. Like, I mean, I even got a dimple for that factor. You know, mostly girls. when they see me, they say that, oh, I like your dimple. But with her, but she was like, oh, so what you got a dimple? Like, so what? Like, is that all you got? Or like, she was like, so what you got a pretty face? So what you got a good singing voice? So what you got a pretty good style? So what you got really good shoes? So what you got what? So what you got so many girls liking you? So does that mean I will like you back? That. It was just a wandering nose, and I'm like, yo, this girl is like, I'll never experience something like that, never ever. Normally, like a girl, when it's like me and her, when having like a great moment, we usually like stay stay like it's only like a little bit like you only take like a few days for us to get used to each other, for us to get like the first few hours, and it's just like playing hard to get, and I understand that, but then as you get intense with it, and then she starts like getting like she's starting to enjoy the ride, like, she's just starting to have it, but she's trying to stay stagnant, like it's heavily happening, like when it's really like that, feeling family, no like that, family, no. So, and I'm trying to say that, like, it's really weird. It's really weird, dog. It's really weird. But I understand, man. But I guess so love, you know. Then it's part of life, you know. Sometimes you ain't gotta force stuff, I'm not the type of dude like who just I don't like to force something. I would rather do just things happen on their own, I don't like forcing anything. I'm not someone like if I get a reject on a girl that I like, I would rather leave and then go to another girl who I don't like but likes me. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. As long as she's pretty. As long as she's pretty though. I don't as long as she's pretty. But as I said, bro, I mean I don't even have to say it. You gotta know it. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. You know, bro, y'all even check on my like on my timeline, like, like I'm pretty popping like that, You can see you can see the glow in terms of like when I posted that video when I was just doing sports and Gotham, and then at the back it was like a crowd of girls just crawling at me, like she was just chanting my name like over and over and over and over again, and I was just so it's just those moments like that, I will never forget those moments. Those are moments that define me. Those are the moments that built me. Just so that how far I came. From 19 years old to now. You know, it's just I will never forget those moments. I was only still young back then, but now I'm older. Getting wiser every day. You know, and just keep it 100. 100%. That's how I get, man. So right now, I'm just chilling at the back of the house, you know, minding my own business. It's always sad. It's always sad. Y'all know what it's sad, man. I know how it's sad, man. Well, so right now, man, I don't want to say it, but is there anybody that got a question for me? Anybody got a question for me? Anybody? Anybody out there? Okay, fine. There's nobody got a question. So whoever's in the live right now, I just want you to do something for me real quick. Um, I want you to go out of this live right now and make sure that you share the video that you're watching right now. and then share it to your friends, or you don't have to share it. You can go up to someone that's sitting next to you and just call them and just say, watch the video with you. I don't mind that. Okay, okay, that's cool. So, let me think about something else to talk about. Let me think about something else. Let's talk about um. Let's talk about a girl, right? You wanna see my hood? Hi, Lorado. Oh, Lorado. I think I have a crush on you, Lorado. How you think about it? How you feel like I be your daddy? I be your daddy. I think I have a crush on you, Lorado. I can't show you my hood, bro. No, my hood is probably like the most dangerous hood you can even encounter. You know, you know. Trust me, I grew up in here. I grew up here. But in terms of like, you wanna go out and you wanna hold your phone, like you wanna hold, bro. This ain't Los Angeles. This ain't Los Angeles, dog. This is the real streets, dog. This is like something for that, This is this is a Kasi. This is not a hood. This is a Kasi. But you not to this one. It's not the same of Alice. It's not the same as Alice. Have you ever been in El Cabeja? Have you ever been in Cabeja? It's not the same. It's not the same, dog. It's really wild out here. It's so wild outside. Tell you straight, it's so wild outside. You heard? I think that got straight on top of your dome. You heard, you seen, you understand, you feeling funds on from out, you scroll, your things on from I think the swell, the form of different saying, the style, the throwing shit. I feel like you ain't know shit, man. Phone, you know? I feel like you ain't got anything like that. No, some of you niggas just just wanna put your life onto me. Like, bro, I'm living my life, right? Y'all see that shit, right? How can you just guess like the life I'm living is the life you're living, dog? Bro, it's not the same, dog. It ain't the same. It will never be the same, dog. Never. I gotta make it out of here, dog. People like me ain't survive long around here. We don't survive long around here. People like me, dog. Positivity, no, no negativity. Just everything just flowing with negative positivity, like flowing. You just on your purpose, on your dreams. Chasing what the world is chasing. You're doing what you want to do. You know, we don't survive long around here. You know, you think you think what Ashop Speed went through is just how is how the rest of South Africa goes through, bro. That nigga went. That nigga made sure he had connection with the McKinsey dog. Kinsey's with some real dealers, drug dealers. You know, he made sure to talk with them first. He made sure. That's why everything went smooth. That's why you didn't get robbed number once. If you came to our side, nigga, if you, yo, bro, tell them Wakanda forever. If you came to our side, nigga, yo, you ain't tryna, you ain't tryna, bro. You don't understand. You don't. You guys don't understand. You think I'm gonna tell? Let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something. You know, Cape Town is like Los Angeles, right? And then New York is like Johannesburg, and then what's this place? And then Chicago is like Pretoria. You know, that's how it is. That's how it is. What's a vibranium? I don't know what that is. What's a vibranium? I know the word, but you're saying now. I can read it, but I don't know what a vibranium is. Can somebody in the comment section say what a vibranium is? What's a vibranium? Bro, I am not a girl. Bro, I am not a girl, bro. No cap, bro. Just because I have a dimple in my face. I'm from South Africa. I was born in Cape Town. No, that's why I feel like me and you know. Let me tell you my story, okay? Let me tell you my story. I was My name is Tebo Vice. That's my real name and surname. And then my stage name is Jaddey. Jaddey, as you know what it is, man. So what is that okay? So what I when I say that is that um I'll say it again. Okay, I was saying myself. I was telling my story. Okay. So my story is that when I was a kid, when I was down about still in a child, I went to what do you call crash? Call it crash. I don't know what you guys call it crash. I think it's you call it preschool. Preschool. I don't know, but we call it crash over here. So and then we went to that's the crash I went to. There was like college schools, school for college, but there were also white people there, but there weren't a lot of whites. Only mainly colors. But I was just taught there like English. My the home language was English. You know, and then I grew older. I went to now this time I'm going to a white school, and I was like in the first grade. Um, that was the name of the school was Excelsior. It was like a white school, a proper white school, so white that y'all, bro, so weird. Things that were crazy back then, bro. So I went to a white school, right? And then from that, there was like 1 year after that, and then I grew older. I went to what school did I go to afterwards? Like, let me try to recall. What school did I go to? I went to another white school, but by this time I went back to Cape Town, because I was staying in Quebeca, where I am right now, you know. So I went to Cape Town back, and then what happened is that we were me and my mother. She took me to a school named Tiger Off Primary School. You know, it was a great school. I learned a lot from that. It was quite teaching me like how to be more white. I'm joking, man. But it's like I'm just. I think I stayed about 5 years in that school, 5 years or 4 years. I don't remember. I think it was like 6 years, 6 years, because I remember no 7 years straight. I stayed about 7 years because I went there right. I did my first grade, second grade. No, I didn't do my first grade. I did second grade, third grade, and then they put me back because I had to change the language because I was being taught in Afrikaans, and that's the language that they speak. That's the full that's the Trekker's language. The British people that moved to to Cape Town. So I was being taught by that language. So once I learned that language, I was fine. But and then afterwards, I started learning. I wanted to go back to grade two again, to the second grade, and then I started relearning again what I did, and then I passed. Nothing, no problem. I passed the second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade. I started having problems in fifth grade. I started having problems because right now it was already at the round by the time I discovered my purpose. For music. You know, so what was happening is that this music thing, like I was just doing it music when I get at home, and in school I do schoolwork, but I don't have time to focus. Uh, okay, so after that, there was like after that there was like you know how can I say? Let me show you a little bit. Yeah, that's my hood. That's exactly what's there. This is El Caber. What I learned is that, and then I went past what's that? Come on. And then I started doing sixth grade. No, first grade again. I didn't do well in my first grade. I didn't do well in my first grade. I actually got in on like on the I came back from what's this? from the Western Cape to the Eastern Cape. You know, and then what happened is that we were I started like going through things, along the way. So I know what I'm saying, like I don't know what to expect, like from the future, but okay. So let me say this. It was sixth grade. I came. I did my sixth grade. I did my seventh grade. I did it in like in the Eastern Cape. And then I did my eighth grade. At the eighth grade, I started doing bad things. Y'all know what happened. Y'all already know what happened. So I went back to Western Cape, and then once I go back, I did 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, I finished my matric. I did it. I did it, bro. But I didn't go to the ball. I didn't go. That was not something I was like I cared about. Because the only thing that mattered to me was just achieving my dreams, bro. That's the only thing I was worried about. Even when I had to become a man, bro, I never cared about that shit. I never cared about being a man, but I became a man anyways. You know, I'm a man now, so that was not things I was worried about. When people like put like things on me, like saying, "Oh, you should have never been a man," da 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 da. That I was like, yo, bro, like yo, cut it out. Yeah, that was not even my intentions at all. This thing is just being put by y'all. Like for me, I already made myself a man for myself. In terms for me, I don't care about what the external says about me. What I care about is what internally comes from me. You know, I don't care what the world what is gotta fucking say about me. Like, you know, it's a little bit coy. Otherwise, that. So I know it's a word. That has to be a word. I know you white people so that has to be a word. It's not even coy. Is that a word? What does it mean? That happens to me nowadays, bro. I say a word that doesn't make sense at all. Once I like do some research on it, I realize it's actually a word. What was the word? I think it was what's the word name? Was it ambiguous? I think it was ambiguous. Ambiguous. I forgot, but I researched it like online, and then I realized it was actually a word. Like it's a little bit coy. So that's what in my case I'm trying to say the let's not forget about it. Well, it's not happening anymore. Maybe it was just like that couple few seconds, you know. So right now That's exactly where I'm at, bro. You know, at this situation that I'm in right now, you and me, and I'm with you, we together with this. You know, nobody leaving anybody behind or nothing. So it lies on choice. You know, right now, bro. Oh, that's like a proper check. You like the sunburn on me like that? I like the light too. Proper light. Just hit just hit the perfect curves, you know. Yeah, look out, bro. I have like a little bit of a mustache over there. You see that? I have a little bit of a mustache. Show the. You know, you know what's funny? Have you ever talked to somebody about your life, and then once you talk to them about your life, and it's like it's a movie that will never be true, that will never happen, and you're like, bro, I'm already living it right now. What you trying to talk about? Like my life is like real life stuff, you know. It's really happening, you know. But they just never trusted, you know. They just never trusted. You know, one thing about me, you can see the background behind me. You know, it's not perfect. You know, maybe me, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to say, I'm taking my imperfectness. If you get what I'm saying, I'm taking all that imperfection and then I'm making it into perfect for me, not for you, but for myself. Get that? You know, bro. Thank you, God, for this life that you're giving to me, bro. That's all I gotta say. I really thank you guys, to know that every single day that I'm alive, Julie LeBlanc is alive, she's alive. And knowing that she's alive, I mean, that, and I'm just always trying to get it. That's the only thing I'm worried about right now, you know. But my priorities right now are number one, God, number two, probably my future kids, and number three is my dreams. Number four, Dennis. She's at the fourth place. She's on top for, at least she made it right. You know, I mean, y'all already know what it's point, bro. Y'all already know where it's going, bro. You think I'm gonna cap? I ain't gonna cap, dog. I'm taking the girl, bro. I'm taking the girl. I am taking the girl. I am snatching it from that nigga. Niggas like, we want a girl, but we snatch it. But what them niggas talking about? If I want something, I get it. I get it. Yeah, trust me, bro. Like, I respect. Y'all guys don't understand me this way, you know. I feel like you don't understand me. I'm not saying like. Let me just. I'm not saying that like Thomas is like is bad for Jules and that she will never be be able to manage Jules or whatever. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. You know. In fact, I I really care about the relationship. You know. I want it to prosper, but I know I just have that deep knowing in within me that it will never last. That's all. That's all, bro. That's all there's to it. Yo, bro, like I just know like bro, I can skedaddle. If you know what I'm trying to say, bro, like, you know, like bro, and worst case scenarios can really happen like that. You know? That's how I probably had it. You know, you know. I'm not saying like I'm better than Thomas Day. I'm not better than anybody. I'm not better than anybody, bro. But I know what I know. I know what I know. And I feel what I know. And I trust it. If you don't trust what you feel, then you ain't nobody. You ain't nobody, dog. You ain't nobody. Cause yeah, in this world, it's about what you feel. Yeah, you will focus on the externally, right? But what's on the inside? You don't know you're empty or you clueless. You die. They shoot you, pop, 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 pop. You gone. But once it's internally, bro, you gonna live, bro. You might even make it to a fucking 90, 100. You know, just by believing in yourself. Like, let me tell you right now, though, the impossibilities are limitless, bro. That there's nothing that anybody like, can tell me right now that, bro, like it's impossible. None of it. None of these people around me, bro. Bro, I've seen the worst. I've seen the good. I've seen the best. I've seen the worst. I've seen everything. Like I've seen it all. You know, I've seen it all. And it got me thinking, like, yo, like this world we're living in right now. It's like this gateway to heaven. You know, if you think about it, it's this gateway to heaven. It's either you're going to heaven or you're going down. So you gotta prove yourself here in order to make it to heaven. If you don't prove yourself here, you won't make it out there. You will never make it. So it's better if you suffer here and then you enjoy what you want to enjoy later on. But some people just want to believe that, oh, there's no life after this, da 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 da, whoop de whoop. There's no life to this. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck you think made this world? You think everybody just came here and just, oh, we just, oh, sun just calling up to thin air? Thin air. That doesn't make sense. Thin air. So you think you made you? That's exactly what you're saying. There's nothing wrong with like knowing that you did your accomplishments by yourself, but don't forget God. You know, don't forget God. Always pray, bro. Always, always keep a prayer by your side, because that will keep you alive while you're here, so that you can fulfill God's purpose, and so that He can fulfill the plan He has for your life. And then that's what I have. That's why I keep the video out now. So right now, I'm saying to you, God bless from wherever you at in the world. You know, if you're from Sweden, if you're from Atlanta, if you're from all the way from fucking Asia, all the way from, you know, man. You could be in Jersey, you know, Alex, anywhere, you know. So this is my message from me to you guys, you know, saying that be grateful for the life you've been given right now, or somebody else could be going through a bad situation that you hope that, like, look at my background, dog. Look at my background. You see that? That's what I'm going through right now. You see that? That's no cap. That's real life. And I got the talents, and I'm being grateful. And you got a whole house, you got a whole mansion like that, and you think you can doubt yourself with a guy like me just has this positivity within himself, and you just so negative like that, but you got a whole mansion in the back of your house, you got a whole swimming pool, but you just doubting yourself. I don't understand why, bro. Like, you just looking for external validations. I know what I've been through. Like, for me, they were pretty harsh, right? But I've been through, like, whatever life threw at me, I just was able to handle it. Like, bro, if I wasn't able to handle what I went through in my life, I probably wouldn't be alive today. You know, I probably wouldn't be. But look at me. Yeah, I am 25 years old. I'm 25 right now. You know, standing tall. You know, I'm fighting life. Not even Tupac made it 25, bro. Not even Tupac. You know, not even Tupac made it 25, and he was a legend. What I say about me, nigga, what? Y'all playing with me, nigga, what? But it's all cool, though. Look, I'm really loving this conversation we having. So I'm gonna catch y'all next time. It's getting pretty windy right now, so I have to go inside. So I'll make sure that you like the video, and make sure that you subscribe and text somebody, so that next time they get notified um, when I drop a video, so that they can come and watch the next time I go live, or I drop a video myself, you know, and share my videos that are already on the platform. You know, y'all know what it happens now. So share it to your friends and family and whatever. So right now I'm ending the live. So it's about to get to the what? Ah, ah, to the J, to the A, double D, E, Y, to the J, to the A, double D, E, Y, to the J, touch.